What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about my general excitement for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm very excited. I'm seeing it this upcoming Thursday. Got the tickets, I believe, the first day they went live, and thank God, because last I looked, there's about 15 seats available in my showing. Now, it's a Thursday night. I think it's like at 6:30, so you had to be, I think, one of the first ones there, but not for all the movies that have come out. Mario, yes. Guardians of the Galaxy, yes. Fast 10, you don't have to, at least right now, but I'm really pumped for this. So I'll walk you through kind of my history with Guardians to get ready for 3. When the first movie came out, I actually didn't like it. The first time I watched Guardians 1, I didn't like it. I didn't see it when it had first come out. I guess I was part of the group. I don't know how big the group was, but when the first movie comes out, there was talk of, can they pull this off? Can a group of these kind of outcasts, these space pirates, whatever you want to call them, can they work in a movie? It was much like what they did with turning Iron Man into such a huge thing, right? This was the golden age, I'd say, of Marvel, taking not necessarily A characters, sometimes B, C characters, and making them super, super powerful and super good. So for me, I didn't watch it when it first came out in theaters. I had heard good things about it, and then I watched it, and I didn't really like it. And that's kind of where I left it for a long time. So then 2 comes out, and I do watch that one in theaters. I watched it there, and leading into that, I watched 1 again. Now, this is where I started to kind of appreciate it more. I liked 1, I wouldn't say loved 1, and then I watched 2. Now, here's again where I kind of deviate. I actually really like 2. I am in the super, and I'll have to watch them again. I'm probably going to watch them. Maybe even by the time this video goes up, I'll have watched 1 and 2 again. At the time, I thought 2 was better than 1. Now, I don't know a single person in my life that actually agrees with that. I do think there's those people out there, but I think we are in the very small minority, and we should know that we are very, very different. So I'll have to see what I think of these movies now. Again, by the time this video goes up, maybe I've already rewatched them. As time goes on, because we got to walk you through now where I'm at with Marvel just in the current timeline, I actually appreciate them much, much more. Now, I haven't watched them. I think I've only watched Guardians 2 1 or 2 times, Guardians 1 twice, max. So those 2 movies I've only watched 2 times. I feel like as time has gone on, I've appreciated them more. I think I look back and say, those were really good movies. I can't remember everything about them, so actually maybe rewatching them is like a breath of fresh air. But leading into right now, I feel good about 3, mainly because of just the disparity between, I guess, Guardians and even James Gunn, and then like the rest of Marvel. So I've talked about this before. I'm not really afraid of saying it. I've largely checked out of Marvel. Now, I'm still there, I guess, for like the big movies. Like I saw Thor night 1, saw Doctor Strange night 1. I skipped Black Panther. I haven't watched, I've watched maybe half of the Disney Plus shows. Like I watched Moon Knight, I watched Loki, all this stuff, but I didn't watch Miss Marvel or She-Hulk, and really a lot of the upcoming things. I have literally no interest, whatsoever. So I'm there, but I'm kind of not. I don't really have any general interest. It's just largely turned off. Quality, I think, has dipped. Endgame really is kind of a conclusion to one arc that I think a lot of people kind of jumped off the bandwagon after that. But Guardians, well, it still goes back to that timeline. So you had Guardians 1 and 2. That was at the peak of Marvel. Guardians 3 being the end of the trilogy. And I'm not even like a gigantic, like this is not like a bowing down to James Gunn video. I'm not really a huge James Gunn fan like in general, but I think he does good work. I liked 1 and 2, and I think I'm gonna really, really like Guardians 3. Everything I've seen of this movie, I'm really enjoying. I haven't watched too much. I know there's been several clips that have come out. I think I've only maybe seen I think there's 3 or 4 clips that are floating out there. I've seen like one of them, so I don't really want to see too much of this movie, but I'm expecting a really good time. I'm expecting a Guardians of the Galaxy film. Some emotion in this movie, I assume massive emotion, specifically towards the end of it. Action, comedy, obviously. I think they do good jokes. Marvel has definitely, maybe always been, but definitely more now. I think it's way more miss than hitting with jokes. Too many of them, and so oftentimes Thor, I think, was a big example of that. So many of those jokes did not land, at least to me, but they just they kept going. They didn't stop. I think Guardians, maybe the talent of the cast, of the ensemble, there's a lot of really talented people there, so maybe they can pull it off. Maybe the writing is better than Thor, I don't know. But I'm expecting a really good time. I want it to be a good time, and I can't wait. Can't wait to watch it. I'll be reviewing it Thursday night, most likely on this channel. Remember, all movies, for the most part, are on this channel, except for a couple exceptions. So hope to see you guys on the review. Let me know in the comments what you think of Guardians of the Galaxy. Are you excited for this third one? Are you checked out? Are you still kind of in it? Let me know. Make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.